Hi, everybody. I am Nicole Williams, and I just want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see this, and let's do right here. See if it'll let me do the whole. Yes. Okay. Can y'all see that? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna minimize this. Okay. Okay. So welcome to the TTR Networking Presents. Jot it down July. Today is July 18th, 2022. This month is just going by way too fast. I'm just so excited that y'all are here. Today, we are gonna learn the simple 3-step marketing process that's gonna help your business pop. Hopefully, it'll give you some ideas of how to use relationship marketing, little relationship building, some writing. The 3 steps we're gonna do journaling, mind mapping, and logging. So 3 of my favorite things to do. Let me see how I go. Sorry, the big button is like in the way. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing just a moment. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. And of course, I get the blue circle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let me go ahead and.
She's frozen. There she is.
Oh no, I'm
no,
frozen.
You're not frozen. You're good. You're good. Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Can y'all? Let's see if it's gonna. There we go. Okay, so today we're gonna talk a little bit about me, TTR networking, and July's theme. And everybody is going to be offered 2 freebies just for being here today. And then we're going to talk about the journaling, the mind mapping, some blogging examples. We'll have time for Q&A. And you notice I wrote the 2 freebies again, so I don't forget. Jennifer, please help me remember. I've got them in front of me, but you know how I am, squirrel. And then an amazing opportunity at the end.
Nicole, we can't see your screen. So if you are sharing, so you need to share it again.
Oh, okay. Yes. Let me do this. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We could tell you were reading. We just want to make sure we know what exactly you have that you're bringing to us here.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. There we go. I wonder. Let me. That's funny. It gives me a rating. How would you rate Canva? Not right now, please. Okay, so let me go back to the Zoom and share. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Sorry, y'all. Okay.
You're good.
Share and do this way. Okay, can y'all see?
We see, we see the first page.
The first page. Yay. Okay. So I apologize that it's not big, but for some reason the Zoom bar at the bottom blocks it.
I know.
Hopefully,
Yes.
Ask you how you know.
You're good. Everybody can see what you're showing. That's great.
Okay.
So
Awesome. Okay. So a little bit just about me is I want to thank Jennifer Johnson for inviting me. I just love TTR networking. I've been a part of TTR networking for gosh, 2.5 years. It feels like family, like so much longer. I'm so honored. But some of the other things I've done is I've taught preschoolers. My zero, and it's funny we say zero because I think the youngest they come is like 6 weeks maybe, and it's all the way up to 12 years old. And I'm just so thankful through TTR networking. Jim Matthews is in TTR networking, and I am on the board of the Prodigy STEM Club. So it's really cool. So through my education, I get to kind of help him create a platform for children, K-6, their parents, critical thinking. So it's really fun, and it's like game oriented. So such an honor. Also, I'm a blogger. Back in 2020, I had been waiting forever, it seemed like, I was on a waiting list for Ruth Sukup, and she has an elite blog academy, an amazing class. And she has a waiting list. So I got started, and from that, I've created some amazing blogs. I started with Thankful Single Mama, Start Your Week, Cards and Chill, Start Your Blog. With the TTR networking, I'm so blessed to have met Jamie James, and she is like the executive director of Indie Bride to Be. It's a magazine, local Indianapolis online magazine. So I've done blogging there, and also an appreciation advisor for Sundown Cards. So I love them, and I call cards the tangible touch, and it's a way to kind of like do like a mini blog per card. It's like you're appreciating somebody, you're thanking them, you're thinking of them. But I'll kind of talk about that like a little bit more later, my mini blogs. So I with the TTR networking, Jennifer has 12 months of themes, and this month it just happens to be July, and jot it down. I'm just going to go ahead and stop sharing a quick moment so I can see you all. There you are. Okay. It's just funny, just like not talking, not talking to anyone, but because you see okay. Anyway, so we jotted down July. So Jennifer's TTR networking is amazing. She has over 14 groups. Some meet in person, some meet like this over Zoom. And so I am in the Givers Gain networking, and I'm so excited. I see two of my group mates. I was going to say my teammates, my group mates, teammates. Well, we cheer each other on. So I'm just so excited. And others on here from TTR networking and all over, new friends. But the thing that's so cool is that this month's theme is jot it down. And so in our groups, we talk about jot it down. What does that mean to you? When you jot down notes or your agenda, do you write it down? Do you type it up? And really interesting things have come from that. So what we want to do, let me go ahead and go back over here. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. Who needs to better connect with your clients and prospects? Right? We have an example of Carpenter Realtors. A realtor might be looking for a way to better connect. I have a travel agent, Don Evans Casey. I have a wellness and health expert, Miss Karen Stern, and Jerry. Jerry is also on the phone. How fun is that? Really, anybody can do what we are doing. And it's just such a great way that we're going to be talking about. These ways are going to help you be more visible to your clients. It's going to help you be more memorable, more credible, and just a way for you to better connect with them. So one of the ways that we do this is through journaling. And I love to call journaling your book of ideas. Some people like to journal, writing I call it the old fashioned way, kind of just like writing on paper. my chicken scratch, writing on paper. Some like to type it in. But the thing is, that's really cool is that there's a lot of studies that show if we actually write it down, we are more likely to remember it. And I just love that. I mean, you could always, take your notes, write it down, and then even take another step and type it up, and like a document like Word or Notes or Google Docs, something like that. But just with the retention, it's really cool. The thing too, like the basics of journaling. So notebook or laptop, a quiet place, the best time for you. And really it's cool because this is kind of like your creative kind of time. For example, like my time would be like 5 a.m. in the morning when hopefully nobody is up. And I say hopefully because I have two girls and one's an all-nighter, sometimes working on her college work. And, so you never know. So, just a quiet place and consistency. So, and it has to do with the best time that it's good for you, and if it's for like 15 minutes, set a timer and just write freely. I keep, sometimes I'm not able to keep my notebook by I keep it in my purse, my binder to take out with me. But it's really nice because if you just have like even a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, and if you wake up with an idea, I tell you, some of those really great ideas happen. You just have it right there. You could just like write it down. So that's really cool. So those are the basics for journaling. And then sometimes people are like, okay, what on earth do I write about? What if I have writer's block? And I love it because it's a time to brainstorm. And, so some people write for therapy. You might write a gratitude, maybe 3 things you're grateful for. And, that's like a way of helping you appreciate what you have and help a way out of anxiety. But when we're talking about business and a way to get yourself more connected with your clients or your prospects, what something you can write about is what is your why? What is your purpose and your passion? So what do you're think about what you do and what brought you to this, and the thing about free writing is that you can just literally write 1 or 2 words down. You can write a sentence. I like bullets, to just put the little dots and come back. So when you kind of gets your juices flowing, but let's see, you hit a roadblock with that. How about who do you serve? And I'm going to do a hint. I don't know if you all have heard of an avatar, but avatar is just amazing. What a lot of times when we write, if we try and think of somebody, or think about our clients, we have many different types of clients and personalities and needs. But what if you had an ideal client and then this person, you can treat this person as your avatar. And so the avatar is really going to become your best friend. So instead of like writing to like 50 people, you're going to write to this one person that's going to have you're going to know like the age, say this person is say it's a male, say he's in his 40s, say he has 2 children, a boy and a girl. You get as specific as you can. And then you think about, you kind of create like a little bio. It could be somebody you've helped before. It could be somebody you could make up this person to be your ideal person. But then you're going to think about what is one problem that you can help this person solve. Maybe it's a problem or an objection that you come across several times, like somebody doesn't have the time to do something, or the market's not right, or different things. So you can kind of brainstorm different reasons. But the idea is you pick one problem, and then you get to come up with a solution or several solutions to that problem. And it's important just to focus on one thing at a time, because you want to help that person solve that one thing. um and then let's see, something else. So let's just say that you've kind of done that and everything. What about your elevator pitch? We talk about elevator pitches. You can kind of write some ideas that you already use. Maybe you're in the health and wellness, and maybe there's a new sale or something, so you can kind of, think about putting that into your elevator pitch. Maybe there's a great story, testimonial from a customer, a client of yours, or somebody else, and you can put that in there. So it's kind of cool. So the journaling kind of helps you shake things up a little bit. Okay, so I am going to, let's see. Okay, so once you journal and you have all these wonderful ideas, a super fun way to organize them is through mind mapping. And I'm gonna stop sharing a moment so I can see you all. How many of you all have mind mapped before? Oh, I love it. High five, Linda. High five. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so with the mind map, you can just take like a blank piece of paper, which of course, I do. What are the chances of that? So think of like a book. Okay, think of like a book, and like you would put the title over here. So a lot of writers actually do this. And then what they would do is they would kind of like put out here chapters, like names of chapters. So now you've come from the title to names of chapters, and then you would even go further, 3 things, that you like. I abbreviated, but 3 things you would want to write in that, so can you kind of see the thinking, how it's kind of coming along? So, like, for example, for our webinar today, I started, I don't know if y'all could read it, but just to kind of show you how busy it can get, I started with the webinar, and then the steps that I wanted to do with it are like the Canvas slides. And then the 3 steps I mapped out, the 3 steps that we're talking about, like the journaling and all that good stuff. And then like when I want to talk about the thank you, the freebies, right? So I list that, and then like follow-up email. So it's really cool. It kind of like helps you. Some people outline, but this, I don't know how many people like things visually. Something that looks much prettier is this. This here, kind of like an example, is like a business model. You're probably not going to be able to read it, but it's really cool because it's the same idea. And I love how they changed up the colors a little bit. They're like little sticky notes, so you can kind of like get fun with it. And the super cool thing when you do this is that, let's see, where is my, oh, I guess it is, let's see, okay. So the mind map helps you focus. It gives you clarity. And something that's really cool is that you might find some of the things that you put on the mind map you don't need. You might, cross it out, or, whatever. You might choose that you don't need that as much. So that's really cool. So that's like another way. A tool that I love to use for that is Canva. I don't know if many of y'all use Canva, but it's an online tool, and it gives you empty templates. It gives you ideas. You could put in like your niche, like if you're a realtor. One of them I think I have. Let me see. Let me go back over here. I think I have one for realtor. So this one here is just kind of like basic. Let me see if I can. Okay, kind of like basic, where kind of tells you like ideas like a business model, a business plan with the mind mapping, and like your creativity, your just your planning and like how you can separate it. But I found, I came across another one that's super cool for like a realtor and prospecting. So, and they kind of did it different. It's kind of interesting. Usually, you could put it in the middle, the bubble, but here they put it at the top. And then the main 4 categories are like the networking, the direct mail, and see how some of them are like tied to others, open house, telephone, email, and then they kind of like break it down more from there. So I just love it because it kind of helps you organize your thoughts. I am gonna stop a moment and see if anyone has any questions, because I just feel like I've been any questions on the journaling, the mind mapping?
But you can take your ideas from your journaling and then
Yes,
use the
yes,
mind mapping to
yes.
get it organized into, that's why there's the 3-step. You start with the journaling.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes,
and then
yes,
you
yes.
can't, now you wouldn't necessarily have to do it, but like I was on Angie's call today and we were talking about mind mapping. They were actually, Angie was asking me, I said, well, that's why Nicole's going to talk today. But so you could just come up with a bunch of ideas, and then the mind map lets you put them in order of where they, and that that realtor mind map you just showed was it does show it. I mean, you could do it where it could have been in the center, but it would have been kind of probably not truly in the center because of all the tentacles or whatever that were going off. But
right, some of them get pretty busy, but they don't have to. They can be simple, just like a way to help you organize organize your thoughts.
And I think Angie, didn't you say, Angie, today that you took a class where you did brain dumping kind of thing, and then you did?
It wasn't a class. It was like a webinar, like a 4-week training or something like that somebody was teaching some skills at. And one of the things that was like, you do all these things each week. Well, one of them was on Sunday evenings, they had a paper full of a bunch of lines and it was just a brain dump. You dump everything out of your head on Sunday night so that you can start on Monday filling it back up, I guess.
No, so it is. You're right. It's a clean, it's almost like, you just emptied it. And, but it's also something you can go back. You can go back to if you need ideas. That's why I like to call it like the book of ideas.
Right. The journaling. Yeah. Because I know that was the journaling, I think, was something that Lisa Bowers, no, I know that. She started it with us at least a couple of years ago, and she did a lot of presentations during July with that Jot It Down. But I guess because my mind works like I've got 20 zillion, well, maybe not 20 zillion, guys, that might be a little overkill, but I have a lot of things going on in here that may not make sense in here, but when you put them on paper, then you use that mind mapping to kind of tie things together, right? Is that?
Yeah, and it helps you retain, what you've learned, or, it could even be in a class, like, or something where you just write down the notes and, but I like that. I've heard of that, the brain dump, just get it out. I like Fridays sometimes, just it's the end of the week, and then you start off clear on Monday. So I love it.
Yeah, cool. Okay. It wasn't really a question. It was more, I think I'm gathering this from you. Okay, keep talking. Yes. Or anybody else.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments?
Does anybody journal?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't realize you could do the mind mapping in Canva, so that's good to know.
Yes, mind mapping in Canva. Yes. Just put in the search, put mind mapping. You can even put, but I use the pro though. I don't know if you can do it in the regular one, but yeah, it's nice. So yeah, it gives you examples and the plain ones and so much you can do in that. Okay, so with the journaling, the mind mapping, these are two steps that we use in blogging. In my, I teach a blogging class, a 6-week class. So, so as far as the blogging, I was gonna show you, let me go over here and go here. And it's thinking. You guys might see a white blank screen. Okay, so while we're waiting for this, oh, okay, there we go, there we go. So yay! So this is an example of a blog, and it's where I've journaled, I've you know, you can even do a mind map, you know, what you would like to go on your blog. And so it kind of like starts with like a question, like how we had talked, you know, what kind of problem or are you helping your client solve, and or your prospects? And then, you know, so the question here would be, are you ready to create your very own blog, grow your business? And then the answer is yes, you know, but maybe you're not sure where to begin. Right here is where to begin your blog. So this is one of the things that I'm going to be including in the email. I've got the 5 essentials that I'm gonna send out to you guys. We're gonna do a thank you email later today. And so some of y'all that are wondering what a blog is, it's a way to provide valuable information online. And the best news is it could be any topic or have any purpose that you're passionate about. And what's so cool about this is that your blog is like your virtual storefront. So some of us may work for a company where they have their own website, which is wonderful. And the thing about your blog is you get to personalize it. You get to put things about you, things about your business that they may not have on the website. You can link their website to your blog. So the things that are really engaging about the blog is, well, it keeps your clients engaged. It attracts new prospects and clients, promotes community, builds your brand, and positions you as a thoughtful leader. And then it markets while sharing meaningful content. So all your knowledge about your business, and you know, any like objections, you know, that your client might have, this is a great place, you know, for you to create little blogs and like mini blogs, like articles, you know, it could just be a few paragraphs. One blog there, you know, you can do your personal one, you can be a guest on a podcast or somewhere else, you know, somewhere else. But the really cool thing is, so those of us that post on social media, those are mini blogs. A podcast is a blog. A video cast, how we do the TTR video casts. And that's, you know, all these things are types of blogs, and they are actually things that you can put on your own blog. So just like an example of your passion categories, whether it's health and wellness, meditation, real estate listings, proofreading, home and auto insurance, you know, there is a place for everybody. And so just to kind of go back real quick. So I'm gonna, let me stop sharing just one moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so in your thank you email, you're gonna get the 5 essentials of what is needed to begin your blog. And the cool thing is that you can do all this and use these ideas on your social media. You don't have to have a website yet. So I just want to point that out. And also, so Ruth Sukup is my mentor and with the Elite Blog Academy. And she has on her site how to blog for profit without selling your soul. and she gives this book away free. All you have to do is pay shipping. So like in the US, it might be like $3 and change. Okay, maybe now that the postal has gone up like a little bit more, it might be a little bit more than that. But it is an amazing resource. Hey, Jennifer! An amazing resource. And I'm going to include in the email, the only thing I would not do is immediately when I remember taking that course, it was like, get your website, get your domain, get all this stuff. And, for all of y'all wondering, a domain, like my Start Your Blog is the name of my blog, and you can actually purchase that Start Your Blog if it's open. And but if you're, someone else might have that, which but it's really neat, grab your domain name, set up your website, but there's a lot involved in a website. So I don't know if anybody here has had that lovely opportunity of doing that. And it's hard. That's how I did my first one, the Thankful Single Mama. And but since then I've used stream marketing. It's another phase of sent out cards and another stream, and I love it because it's all in one. I don't have to like build the site from the bottom. And so that's just like an opportunity. So in my class, I teach like both, we talk about like both ways to do that. So I wanted to share those two things with you that we're going to include in the email. But something else. So I guess I would like to ask, anybody if, does this seem like something that you think would help you connect with your clients more and your prospects?
Nicole, just,
Yes.
and I'm her, I'm kind of like, I kind of think of myself as the avatar who doesn't know anything about blogging. So just kind of think of, I don't know if that's the right word for it, but because that used to confuse me so much. But you did put in there, you could use a website, but you can literally just go out and social media crazy your blog. You don't have to have would you have, you may have had it in your stuff, but where do you store your blog? I mean, where do you put your blog? On your website, but what if you don't have a website? You're posting it out all over the place.
Well, okay, so when I talk about not having to have the website yet,
right.
You could have like in Word, Word is like where I write my things, like my about me, and then you can just like do it as a post. So you don't necessarily have to have a home for it. There are places like ConvertKit, like email systems that help you create something called a landing page. Thank you, Jennifer. So you might opt to use the landing page, it's just like an extra step. How we have like our digital business card, so like the social media, you might, have you seen the posts out there where people give tips on something? So that could be, you post like a picture, an engaging picture, and then you could put some, write a little story about it or something that kind of brings you, lets people get to know you. So that's like a social post, like on Facebook, reels, those are like mini blogs.
Okay, so there's a lot of ways to do it, and you just got to be consistent, right? So if you're putting it out, you want to be consistent.
So like consistent, like, say you want to do it like every Monday, 11 a.m. Facebook is so wonderful. You can schedule them out, so that's really nice. But what I love, the kind of blogs that I'm talking about are like the marketing content, where you think about your customer, think about how you can serve, and think of like problems that they have that you can help them solve or that you've helped them solve. So like testimonials are really nice. But the nice thing about the type of blog, the nice thing about the type of blog that I'm using is, let's see, let me share. Let me go here. It keeps everything in one nice place. That's what I love about the blog. But I guess, what I urge y'all to do is before you run out and get the website, because the thing that's so nice about journaling and some of the activities that we do in my class is we will help you kind of like refine what it is that your purpose is, and sometimes like your logo name, it might evolve, your purpose might evolve. So, so I kind of, because the website would be the last thing when you have
Okay.
like everything you need for it. Then, if you want to do the website.
Wait, and Nicole, not to take, because I hope other people are asking questions. I just know I've had a lot of questions about this, and Nicole's even, she's been very patient with me, and we worked on, I did do some blogging. Karen, I think it was Karen who messaged or put in the chat that
Yes. Oh, I can't see the chat. Yes.
they would do a Facebook, did you say a Facebook business page, Karen?
Right.
And is there any issue? I'm just asking. Melaleuca will let you do that, or would it be just you guys under your own name and you wouldn't talk? I mean, we all know you do Melaleuca.
Right. Yeah. Wouldn't be able to really talk about Melaleuca, but we can talk about the products and that we have an online shopping club.
Awesome. Yeah,
So could-
definitely. Yes. Anybody that does not have a Facebook page yet for their business, I'd highly recommend it. The only thing that you definitely want that, but what I hear is that like with things, people will follow you, they'll like it, but for some reason, like things that we post on that don't get seen as much,
on
don't
the
get
business
ranked.
page?
Yeah. Have you
On the
heard of that?
I have heard that too, but
I think it's still awesome to have it. I think, because that's something that you can share with somebody. You'll have a link. Here's my business page. Here's who I am. So it's like another way to connect and show credibility.
Yeah.
On that page, I would put, testimonials. I would put so someone who was in my recent class is what is her? Catherine, the crazy red-haired lady. And one of the things that we talked about is toward like maybe like the 5th class, we talked about like social media and some things that you can do. Like, for example, if you posted like on Tuesdays, every Tuesday and Thursday, maybe you would do a post on like a testimonial, maybe like a quick tip or something. She has a show on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. in the Spirit Realm Network. She's a pet whisperer. And she, she was like, I'm like, you have so many blogs. Any person that calls in, because it's so cool. Well, you don't really call in. So she can see us. No, we can see her, but she can't see us. And there's a chat box where if we have a question about our pet, we can send a picture and then we put the pet's name, the age, girl or boy, and what question we would like asked, and she will do her best and she'll answer them. And I say do her best because some of them are like, might be like a chronic illness, and she's like, I can't diagnose a chronic illness, but it is amazing. She can talk to the pet if the pet is willing, just from a picture, and see, okay, so Scruffy hasn't been eating, what's going on, and well, sometimes the pet opens up, sometimes, it's amazing. But so what we did is we talked about some ways, even 2 times a week, it's some people are like, not every day is too busy. From sharing her posts on our TTR networking, we have pages, we have groups. She, like 2 weeks ago, she was so happy, and I don't know how many she started with, but I don't think it was too many, but she is up to 1,800 views of her show, which is huge, just kind of give it a little leaven, push it out. And, so it's really cool. So it works, this stuff is just amazing.
But you have to be diligent.
Yes. But what works for you, if you think you can do, even if it's once a month, there's, if you can do it once a month, by golly, you'll be surprised. People will be looking for that. They'll be like, oh, where is, so.
As long as it's to inform and educate or, right, not just
Yes.
to sell, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the whole thing. And that's the least, so the thing that's really cool too with the so your blog is kind of like something that will attract your customers, attract your clients and our prospects. And then you offer something of value, so it could be something of value like a free checklist, free, where it's kind of an exchange where they would exchange their name and their email for this. And it's going to help them solve one of their problems. And then they'll be on your email list. Through the emails, that's what's going to help you more with your credibility. It's going to help you build your relationship with them, giving them value. And then, maybe after 4 emails or something, you can say, P.S. I have this masterclass coming up and I'd love for you to be a part of it. And you kind of tell them about it. So you're the idea is to serve them and to share, nobody likes to be sold, right?
Yeah, they don't, not at all.
Nope. Any questions?
I just look at our whole network of people and I know that we have so many people who are experts in their field. And I think that we need to be talking more about this. We do have on our website, and this is as a member of TTR, I don't mean to say anything about, because I think most everybody on here is, a couple aren't, but that we've talked about that was something Nicole came in 2.5 years ago, and almost immediately we started doing some of those things, like making it available, making that part of the membership that we would like to, to share your blogs. And I don't know, Nicole, is there any, did somebody say, I'm sorry, somebody saying something?
Whatever system it's called with TTR, they have some. Yeah.
Well, anyway, the idea though is that you can then, so Jerry and Karen, if you guys had something you just wanted to share about a specific, maybe not a product, but like when you guys shared what's the stuff? The stuff that's for restless leg syndrome.
Oh, Mela out.
What is it?
Mela out.
Mellow
It's
out,
magnesium,
but
right.
magnesium. Okay, so you could probably do a very, very good, I have no doubt. You could do some kind of little blog about magnesium and what you know about it. And you could mention, that you have this product and if anybody'd like to know more, and then we could put that on our website, right, Nicole?
Absolutely. I love
Okay,
it. But see, there's a problem. I mean, y'all just have so many you can write. So, but and it starts with that. And the thing that's nice about it is, yeah, they can go to the Melaleuca website and they can see, but this is coming from you. This is coming, your personality, your kindness, your view on it, your people, have tried it and the results, and you just can't compare that, you can't, that's what I love about it. And I don't know if y'all remember, it's probably, where are we, July, was it like 3 months ago where Facebook just like shut down, no warning, nothing for like 3 days. Oh my God. Or maybe it was a day, maybe it felt like 3 days. The thing about your blog is it is your blog, and the email list that you're going to be building, you're still going to have those emails. So, those are the ones, you're going to start building it up and delivering value. You can do polls, with Facebook, you can do polls with your clients, prospects, what are you guys needing, get some ideas, but yeah, so those are things that I talk about, and I help y'all develop skills in the class. I am starting a 6-week class. If any of this resonates with y'all, or someone who might be interested, Wednesday, 2 days we are starting, and I'll just show you real quick. It has so much value in it. We'll share the website, and it's a 6-week class. It's Wednesdays for an hour. It starts July 20th through August 24th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. You'll have me live. You'll get a workbook that you'll be able to print. See, this is fun. This is like with your own personal website. I know this picture is way huge, but you could put a picture about you. You could put a little bit about yourself in the blog. These are 2 logos that my graphic designer has helped me create. And so, okay, so the 6-week class, what we would do is, we want to create your virtual storefront before your website. So, so that way, when you're ready to do the website, whichever kind you decide, you'll have everything in place. So think of it like we're going to put the pieces, we have the puzzle pieces that are going in the puzzle. And in the meantime, you'll be able to use what we're using, what I'm teaching you on social media and like other places. So, but the idea is to just have a clear and simple path to your success. There'll be some easy homework, and the classes will be valuable as long as you do homework. So fun things like journaling, and then, so just kind of like what it looks like, we get, sorry, y'all. I need to, season this lovely. First, I had it as 8 weeks and I trimmed it back a little bit. So I need to fix that. You look at this 100 times and but basically the first 4 weeks, there'll be education, examples, homework, feedback, accountability, motivation. The 5th week, we're gonna do a workshop where by this time we'll have, each of us will have a blog. We're going to take that blog and we are going to repurpose it. We are going to knock it down into bite-sized pieces. And I'm going to show you from that one blog how you can put it out on social media. And then the 6th week, the last week, we're going to have a workshop, plan your editorial calendar, time block to success. That's right. I'm not letting anybody leave that class without these 2 things. But we'll record the Zooms. I don't know if I had said this before, or during the first week, we're going to have half-hour discovery calls so I can just check on y'all, see how you're doing. So one testimonial. So for example, Brenda Lenweaver, she sent me this in our group, because you'll have a private Facebook group. And so she's just giving me a shout out. That was so sweet. And that she really enjoyed it. And the first class, she watched and listened to it twice. And, she tells you a little bit of where she's at. And it was so cute. She put a little cute picture. See, and you can give shout outs, with some of the places that you've worked with. Now the price, the value is $397, but my third thing is that, my third thing today is you'll get 10% off. So it would go down to $357. And so I can share a link. And also portion of the sales are going to be donated to help support a charity. This is like my most favorite part. And everybody in the class will get to vote on their favorite charity. We'll put it like in a hat or something and pull it out. And we'll go ahead and do that. So hopefully this makes sense. I know I'm talking like really fast, y'all, but so we'll include the link. If any of y'all have questions, just let me know. I'd love to answer your questions, or if you want to chat some more about it. But we've just had such great success with our last class. And Dawn is here. Dawn was in that last class. And you are so welcome, Angie. Angie Oak says, great info. Thank you. I can't see all the comments. I'm sorry, y'all, but
well, that's what. Yeah, you did a good. Great job. Sorry, I'm not muted, am I? I was trying to figure out. We were talking about July. We're talking about July and jot it down, and I'm sitting there. Nicole and I are planning out what events we're going to have. And I said, wait a minute, why am I planning on talking about this stuff? I don't know this stuff. You know this stuff. So that's why we've got her to do that. And I would just say, Nicole came in 2.5 years ago, and I was trying to do things on my own. But I mean, she just brought so much of exactly what she's talking about right now. I mean, it was just part of her. And we needed that. And we're working on more and more of that. So, you know, as a member, there are things available to you, but I would, very much tell Nicole, you know, I don't know, Nicole, if somebody just wants to reach out to you, you've said it, the class opens on the 20th.
Yes.
Now that's when you start, right? So
Yes.
is the door open now that they can go and
Yes,
register?
in the email, I'll include the link. So I'll do the link to the freebie, the book, and this, and my blog. If you have questions and you want to chit chat, let me know. We can definitely go
Good.
over more things.
And I would tell you, even though this book doesn't look like it, I have done a lot of looking in this. It's very valuable. Even if you don't have any interest in blogging for profit, if
Yes,
that's
the
not your
content
goal.
alone, it gives
It's
you
good
ideas.
stuff.
Good,
So
good,
glad.
good,
Good stuff.
good.
Yay.
Okay, yay, Nicole, good job.
Thank you.
Great job. Okay, so what do you need us to do?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, you know, as a TTR leader, that especially during this month of Jot It Down, that this is the resource, the mind mapping, particularly, that I want to take back to my members and say, you know, not only is it helping you kind of organize and manage your business, but, you know, just think about the problem or the challenge that you've got in the middle, and then start thinking about the priorities and possible solutions and so forth. That can be the branches off. Or think about ways that you'd like to grow and expand your business, and you think about your business in the middle, what you're already offering, and then, you know, what you could add that's within your realm. That could be you could use this mind mapping for so many awesome things to help, you know, validate and build and grow. So I'm digging it, and thank you so much for sharing that, Nicole.
Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yay.
Okay. I'm just thinking, I'm looking to make sure nobody's asking any questions. So you're going to send
nice
this
job,
out.
Nicole.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
Great job.
Linda. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all. I love when you do-
I know it's kind of just, you guys, there's people who do that and I go like this. I can't do that.
Who does that? What is that?
What, this? It doesn't look like it, does it?
I love it. No, it's a new one. I've never seen that. It like has wings.
How do you do it like that? Now, how do you do? Oh, I see.
I don't know. There's a million ways. There's even this way. My students in China taught me. This is the hard
Nicole,
too.
I guess one of my other questions for you would be, before we close, is
Yes.
what if these nice, lovely people that are attending this, what if they know somebody that should talk to you? Can they also have them reach out to you? Is that
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
so when you send out the information, that's an option too. I mean, right?
Yeah, this is open for anybody, any niche, any, that they just like want to, grow their business, grow writing skills, there's all kinds of things.
Yay. All
Help them
right.
be more visible.
Yay. Good. Okay. I'm very happy. You cleared up a lot on the mind mapping. I don't know if anybody would really want to mind map my mind though. Jeez, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in there. Thank you very much,
you so
Nicole.
much,
It
you
was
guys.
great.
Thank
It was
you.
great. Great. Thank you all for attending too. And Nicole will get a follow up with all her goodies, and everybody will follow up with you that has questions and stuff, right? Nobody has any questions?
The video will do, maybe you'll send me the link and I'll include
I'll
that
try
too.
to do it real quick. I don't know how long it'll take, but I will try to follow. Yes. So, and then we'll get it on the website and everything. So, okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys all for
Thank
attending.
you, everybody.
Have a great day, great evening, guys.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Debbie. You're awesome. Everybody be safe.
You
Take care.
too. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Good job,
you.
Nicole.
Bye-bye. Good job.
Thank you.